Folks, hey, welcome. Welcome to Phoenix Business Exchange East End Edition. And you know what? It's sunny outside. It was sunny. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Heads up, though. Uh, the winter is still kind of hanging around, looming. So freezing rain apparently tonight. So, but not as bad as on the weekend. That aside, let's go to something more sparkly and shiny and what's happening here. I'm going to share a screen, and you're going to see a website, and the website is pbx.ca. PhoenixBusinessExchange.ca. So pbx.ca. And oh, look at that. Member of the week. Mr. Sam Sturos.
How'd that
In
happen?
fact, yeah, go figure. He's going to do an educational minute, and just I think it's going to revolve around automotive segment because that's the type of thing that's happening this time of year. What should I do with my car? Should I leave my summer tires on all year round? What happens, right? Stuff like that. You want to know more about Sam? Click his e-card. You want to see a little bit of the video? He's right there. He's got a little story to tell. Now, these are the red buttons here. Hey, you can find us. You can join us Monday morning, East. Monday morning, Bell's Corners edition. Click there. Just roll on in. Hey, if you're wanting to come in today and you're looking in from the outside in, sounds like the Alice in Wonderland special. Click here and you'll just join our meeting. It'd be awesome to have you here. Thursday morning, South End group. We meet between 8 and 9. These are all Eastern Standard Times. This has already gone by April 1st, and it wasn't a foolish day, but it was a good day. And that's hosted by Penny Lee, and that is all covering about staying on your objectives, staying to task. Not so much being a taskmaster, but helping you being accountable to other people, going, hey, did you meet your personal goals, your business goals? Easter Aid wins every Tuesday. Just roll on in, and 8 to 9 Eastern, free to attend. Fridays, get chill with Tony. Just get into that meditative state, kind of in that half dozy state where you're awake and not awake, and just kind of chilling out. It takes the stress out of your soul. And if it's not the soul where the stress is, well, Penny Lee can move you around. Movement is medicine with her NIA classes. There are adjustments coming up to her schedule because she's changing some of her career path. However, that said, keep your body moving. South End Group. We are meeting in person May 29th. So that's a Thursday. It's at 7:30 and no Zoom. So May 29th. You see somebody here, they going, hey, I want to know more about that person. They got some stuff on the go. QR directory. Just click here. And the QR code, by the way, you'll see this here. Well, there's one over my shoulder, and that's our e-cards. And those e-cards help people get a hold of us quicker and faster. So if they prefer email, they prefer text message, they prefer phone call, book an appointment, all that can be done right through the e-card. And in fact, 1,400 people, almost 1,500 people have utilized those e-cards since year to date. Business, 4.8 million and cruising. Oh, by the way, this is the beginning of April, isn't it? So make sure to send in your stats to Tony so he can update the overall referrals that have happened. And year to date, prior to March, 55,000, almost 55,500. So that's January and February. That's pretty good. And that's just business between each other. And that speaks to the power of the networking, being part of the network. Charity of choice is Canada Food Cupboard. That's involving a golf tournament that's coming up. More on that a little later. We're going to swing over to the famous Sam Sturos, who saves you money on brakes and gives you sound advice about your wheels and make them keep going, whether you're driving a bus or no. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Great intro. I'm going to talk about changing your tires over to your summer tires this morning because Susan mentioned it, and actually Bernie mentioned it too. We're going to get some warm weather in the next few days, the next few weeks, but that's too early, folks. Don't be changing over your winter tires just yet. You're going to regret it because more than likely we're going to get some snow, and you're going to go out in the morning and you're going to be driving in that snow with your summer tires and going, what did I do? Anyway, my advice is not till at least mid-April, and usually May 1st is the key area. That's what I say to my customers, and my advice to you is beginning of May is the key area to get your tires changed over to your summer tires. And don't be driving your winter tires in July or August. If you do, and you're driving for any distance, you'll wear them out and you'll be buying new winter tires next fall. So don't be driving them in the summertime. Yeah, I know that some of them are aggressive and they're going to make a little bit of noise on their dry roads in the next couple of weeks. But just bear with me and don't change them over just yet. End of April, early May, that's the time when I recommend. That's it for me. Back to you, Bernie.
Sam, thank you so much. And here's the LinkedIn live post. That's the feed. So post your contact details there too. Share share some information. Share some wisdom. That's the place to do it. Plus here, and we're going to swing around. And who's presenting today, by the way, Sam?
Mr. Matt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
The fickle finger of fate almost picked you, Matt, ahead of schedule. We can't have that happening. We're going to start off with Brenda Lee, and then we will swing over to Redmond. Brenda Lee, over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Brenda Lee. I'm a founder of a charity called Earth Angel Outreach. And our focus is helping outreach, helping the homeless, helping outreach individuals and groups that help the homeless and other areas downtown Ottawa. We receive clothing donations, and tons of volunteers come in and they help clean them, or they sort them. And recently we put a call out to the community for students, and our request was pleasantly answered, and we've got lots of students doing their student hours within the Limoges area. Excuse me. Let me just see here. So within all the months, over the winter months, any cash flow that we've collected, we figured out we purchased 840 pairs of hand warmers because we had so many coats and clothing and things like that. So the cash went to hand warmers. We're thinking maybe in the summer, what we are going to do is purchase drinks like G2 or something with electrolytes to keep them hydrated. Also, great things coming forward for Earth Angel Outreach. We're moving. We're moving out of Ernie's garage. You'll be happy to hear that. He's getting his garage back, and more information will follow. So, but yes, thank you very much for the invite into this group, and everything is going soaring. It's just it's in a good way. Thank you.
It's amazing that you soar right when you join it. That's awesome.
Yes, it's amazing. And Sam, I haven't forgotten about you. I just haven't gotten to, you had some donations, and I just haven't got to your area yet. And I apologize anybody else that has reached out to me and has donations. It's just
Sam's going to give you the boot. He just showed you.
Oh, thanks, Sam. We're storing some winter things for the next winter season. So, but anyways,
got some boots for you, and I got some running shoes for you.
Yay! That's what we need too. The season's coming. Thank you.
Awesome. Next item, East Trade wins every Tuesday. That is the Zoom link to register. And if you register through that Zoom link, you can add it to your calendar so you don't have to keep registering, or you can register. It's all good. Redmond, and then we're going to Susan McGarry. Redmond, over to you, sir.
Okay, Bernie, thanks. Hi, everyone. Redmond O'Brien with Odette Regan Valores Professional Corporation. So our firm, it's downtown, focus on family law, wills and estates, real estate law, personal injury, and immigration law as well. And I just wanted to bring up with doing wills, there's, you might have heard of these concepts of per capita and per stirpes, these concepts, and distributing the assets of a will, of a person's property. And so definitely go over these concepts with clients and other concepts like the residue of the estate so that they are informed about what they want to do with their estate. And per stirpes is by the branch. So if there's somebody who predeceases the testator, then their share would go to their children in equal shares, and those children's children, so then just down the branch in equal shares. And per capita, you've got it essentially, instead of going down the branch, you go to the surviving beneficiaries. So these are just important concepts for if any of the beneficiaries of a testator's will predecease them. So in terms of BAMs, hopefully have a BAM with Carl Richards. It's been a bit of time in the making to have that. Still working on getting a BAM with getting my way over to Canada to see Eric at some point. Just for and to Brenda Lee have a few clothing donations. So look forward to that. So that's what that Redondo Lawyers Professional Corporation, protecting your rights is our priority.
Redmond, thank you so much. Save the date, September 4th, Thursday afternoon, golfing. Under $100 gets you 9 holes and whack-a-mole, depending on how you golf. We're going to swing over to Susan McGarry, and then we will swing over to Eric. Susan, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Bernie. Good morning. My name is Susan McGarry. I'm partnered up with a company called Pure Trim for well over 25 years now. And what we offer is clean Mediterranean health supplements that target liver, skin, your digestion, joint muscle pain, energy, and of course, weight management. So if there's anyone you know or care about, please have them reach out to me for a free 15-minute health consultation. We might have something that could help. Susan with Pure Trim, I don't have any BAMs to report from last week, but I'm hoping to set up a few this week. Back to you, Bernie. Thank you so much. Have a great
Susan, awesome. So you want to keep an eye on things? Great. But if you know an optometrist, have them join. And in fact, have them reach out to Penny Lee, and we will give them something to look at, us or our connections. And Eric, over to you, sir.
Good morning, Bernie. I'm recovering from jaw surgery, so I am not entirely 100% here. You know, like I things that took 10 minutes to do now in the last couple of days is taking an hour. And I come back this morning to my office and I look at something that I wrote yesterday. Obviously, I wrote yesterday and I said, "Who's the idiot who wrote this?"
Who's on first?
So but like today I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a full day of clients and taxation and year ends and things like that. So I should be back filling in with the swing of things. I would say after this meeting. We are accountants and management consultants. We are located in Canada. We do taxes that are a little bit out of the ordinary because the taxes that are easy to do, sometimes we get them here, but it's usually because we do the year end of the company, or it's just a daughter of or a wife of or something like that of a corporate client. We do not compete with H&R Block. If you can go to H&R Block, excuse me, go for it. It's more, they have more locations than we have, and they have, good tax people. But when I was a student in university in Toronto, I applied for a job at H&R Block, and I went through all of the interview systems that they have until I went to the regional interview, and this is the guy that was going to give me the salary base, was going to give me the office I was going to work in, and like the final touch, right? Everything else had been decided, and then they had never asked me before, and then the guy said to me, "Oh, by the way, what are you taking in university?" And I said, "Accounting." And he closed the file and he said, "So we cannot hire you. We don't hire accountants." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because we are in a job of don't ask, don't tell. And accountants are required by law to ask and tell."
Wow.
Right? And
Wow.
and so if you go to H&R Block with a single person goes with a T4A and a T3 and a little kid, H&R Block is not taught to say, "Are you married?" That goes against the policy. or do you have a significant other living with you? So they do their tax return, and they, sometimes CRA doesn't catch it. Sometimes they catch it, but we get as clients the people who come from that type of problem. So that's who becomes our clients. Now, if they're regular people where a mistake was just made, there's no big deal. We do not take people that did it on purpose. When people do it on purpose, we send them back to H&R Block. Because if you're lying to a stranger, what are you going to do to someone that knows you well? So that's been our model here. So that's why we don't advertise tax work. That's why we shudder when someone off the street comes in and says, I want you to do my taxes, because the liability for us is extreme, because we don't know that person. And we don't know, we sometimes have to ask for driver's license or passports and things like that for people that we don't know, and nobody that we know knows them. So when that happens, sometimes you might as well not advertise the service. And we are busy, and we have hundreds of those taxes to do. So why are we going to be looking for the passerby to come in? And I will lie and I will say to people that I don't do taxes sometimes, like people who live on my street. So that being said, we are paying thousands of dollars in errors and omissions, because that we've never had an error or an omission. We are paying thousands of dollars in liability taxes, and that's because some people in the profession take anybody that comes in. And when that happens, and they get sued by governments, and they get sued by the police, and they get sued by the Justice Department, when that happens, the rest of us, have to pay for their insurance. That happens to us, and that happens to lawyers. Like if you talk to a lawyer who was in business in 1990, and you ask them, what kind of fees were you paying to the Law Society, and you talk to them today, you would say that it's in two different worlds. And what it is that we have to absorb the mistakes that other people do through our insurance.
Eric,
Now,
thank you.
thank you.
Sorry, I'm looking at the time, and you should have done our educational minute too. So I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
no
that in mind
kidding.
next week. I apologize, Eric,
No,
because
that's okay.
it is good information, and it's a lot of truth in there. And listen, if you have a Phoenix event that's or if you have an event that's coming up, a business event or an event that you figure that might affect the rest of the business community here in Phoenix, have it posted inside our calendar. And there's the link, there's the information. Set it up, and we'll get it out there. I'm going to swing over to Wendy and then go to Norm, who's off screen right now. Wendy, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Wendy Chung, real estate broker with Century 21 Synergy. I've been helping families for the last 17 years here in Ottawa. I got to tell you, it's a very challenging year right now, especially for those buyers who are buying condominiums. It seems that the status certificate has so many moving parts that to educate a buyer as to what are some of the risks involved in a status certificate that is considered a little bit dirty, where there's maybe a lien or maybe there's some lawsuits going on. I'm finding that this year, especially, there's been a lot of complications. And so without a strong team, for example, with your realtor, your mortgage specialist, and the lawyer coming together to support the client, it's very difficult to keep these deals together. I just went through that in the last week and a half, and we finally firmed up last night. And it was a journey, but congratulations to the client. So if you know of anyone that is looking for a condominium, please reach out to me if they don't have a trusted realtor to work with. We need to stack our team and make sure that every person involved in the transaction is on board and ready to support the client. Thanks very much. I have no bans to report, but I will be reaching out to Brenda Lee very soon to give her a whole bunch of donations that I'm collecting from other people. Thank you.
Wendy, thank you so much. And that's kind of another important piece, working as a team. We all have our different levels of expertise. If you need to get a will done, there's Redmond. You need Eric to do your accounting. And as long as you're not doing shady stuff, you're good to go. Otherwise, you're going to get a stern look at. And next kind of point to highlight is Ad Hive. It's a collab space. You need to rent an office space for the day for an hour, have a host a meeting. They also have the App Bistro, which has they serve food, and it's cooked by a chef, not a cook, but it's prepped by a chef. Norm, tell us a story.
Morning, Norm Boyer from Boyer Boys Home Maintenance and Repair. The big thing this year will be getting supplies. We had to replace our water pump because we live in the country. And I ended up having to go to Spencerville to get a water pump. Right? So no one in Ottawa had it. No one in Kemptville. Well, Kemptville said they had it when it got there. It was the wrong pump. I had to go to Spencerville to get a water pump. And then fortunately we were able to put it in ourselves. But the big thing is as soon as spring comes, it's like a flood. Right? Not a flood of water, but a flood of people who want us to do stuff. So if people want us to do stuff, right? Oh, I'll call them next week or call them the week after. It comes to a point where if they need something done fairly quick, it's not going to happen if they wait too long. So the big thing is, and then the other thing that's going to happen in our industry, there's always a price increase in the spring. Not maybe, it's just a matter of when and how much. As soon as the nice weather comes, the supplier said, I've been losing money over the winter, so I'm going to increase prices in the spring. They always increase in the spring. So now's the time to order before I have the spring price increase. So Boyer Boys Home Maintenance Repair, you have a honeydew list, we'll get it done, and we'll fix your home. Boyer Boys Home Maintenance and Repair.
Norm, thank you so much. If you're on LinkedIn or on Facebook, share connections. If you have business connections, invite them in. In the LinkedIn space, it's Phoenix Business Exchange Incorporated. And the more the merrier. Share the information, share the connections. Oh, I have not done yet. I don't think I've had done Jody, and then we'll do who's left? Sam, did you already go? No, you didn't, right? So Jody, are you available, ma'am?
I'm here. Hello, everybody. I am, who am I? I am Jody, the personal trainer of the group. I have ran my own business for 15 years, leading women to healthier living. And it's a lot of exercise classes, but along with the exercise classes, I help people with their mindset and set a positive mindset towards moving their body. So I have 10-minute workouts, I have 30-minute workouts, I have 45-minute workouts, and 1-hour workouts. They're all online, and they're for all levels of fitness, depending on where you are at. There is something for you. And yeah, the best way to learn more would be check out my website at kickitupfitness.com. Or I would love to have a BAM with somebody who's looking for a BAM. As far as business goes, I finished up business with Redmond and we kind of got chatting. So it was like a BAM business thing all in one. I think that was last week. And that's it for me.
Jody, thank you so much. Listen, if you're not available for one of our meetings, you're a member, need someone to speak in your stead, reach out to Mike Wazowski. He's offered to be your stand-in, do your pitch, and yeah, get to see more of Mike. Mr. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you again, Bernie. Sam Sturz, connectedcars.ca. Let's see here. Well, dash cameras are my main thing. As many of you know, I'd like to install them right to the fuse panel of the car, and no wires hanging down, all hidden away. Just works without you touching it. It'll come on, it'll come off. and you don't have to worry about it until, until it breaks down, if it does. Anyway, besides that, I do oil changes, brake jobs, and in the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing a lot of tire changes. As I mentioned there earlier, as long as they're on rims, I can do your tire change, and I throw in a free brake inspection while I'm doing it. One thing, while I was away on holidays, a guy from Belleville approached me because we were talking about cars, of course. That's what I often do. His daughter lives in Gatineau, and he was looking to buy a used car for her. So I gave him some advice, and I'll give that advice to you too. If you don't know much about cars and you're buying a used car, the best thing you can do is take that used car, whether it's from a dealer or a private person, and take it to a mechanic, have them do what's called a pre-purchase inspection. It will cost you some money, but it could save you thousands of dollars in repairs that you were not aware of, and the person selling it didn't mention it to you. So that's one thing that I give everyone that doesn't know much about cars advice. If you take that car around the block and you think it's a nice car, go take it to a mechanic who will take the wheels off, inspect the suspension, and check other things underneath the vehicle that you haven't looked at. Make sure that it's in good shape, and they'll give you an estimate of the repairs that's necessary, and you can negotiate on those repairs and save you some money and probably get back the cost of the pre-purchase inspection. That's it for me. Sam Sturz, ConnectedCars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle, and muchas more.
That sounds like Cubanese there, sir. So, folks, yeah, Sam does save you money. So if you're using a dealership, easily where I got quoted on brakes, $800, $900, it was Sam at $500. And at the same time, he gives you great advice going, oh, by the way, here's your next pending problem, or good job keeping things up to date. And if you're a plumber, we'd like to have you in the group. And if you know someone that's a plumber, reach out to Penny Lee, because the demand is there to plumb. Obviously, because Norm's even looking for pumps, but Norm can install his own pumps. So that's kind of the cool thing. Tony, what's going on in your universe?
Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, no, things are going great, actually. I just finished designing a brand new class that I'm actually teaching an international class this weekend. We got about almost 15 countries are going to be there, so it's going to be really great to be able to offer this to like a brand new set of students, so it'll be great. I have Lana that I did a BAM with. She's our realtor in the Monday group, and she's going to actually be the practice client that we're going to use, so that sometimes that happens where for teaching they get a free tuning session in that. Brenda Lee, I sent over some clothes over to Penny Lee, so if you haven't already picked it up, it's there waiting for you. And Josh, did some business with him. He's our IT guy in the Bell's Corners group, and did some puzzles with Penny Lee, brought some over for her charity as well. And Kara Lee had a BAM with her, saw her facility in Canada here for the Canada Food Cupboard, and just to see how crammed they are. It's amazing how all the charities are doing so well. It just seems like they're busting at the seams sort of thing. And I didn't know, Bernie, that your garage was available for a depot for some of this stuff.
Yeah, my household seems to be depoted already. So
oh, that's great.
Trying to get my wife to do a purge.
Yeah, okay, good stuff. Well, Tony Jenez from High Yourself. I'm the spirit guy of the group. I'm a medium, clairvoyant. And every Friday at 1:30, I do sort of a free meditation class. And it's like you're in a daze or in an altered state. Not like if you're trying to do your own taxes or anything. It's on the other spectrum where you're actually trying to find more about yourself rather than your financial situation. And we do that every week, and we've been doing that. It was only supposed to be about 2 or 3 months. That's 4 years ago. So it was interesting evolution how that came out. We're going to be talking about empaths this week, and that's the ability that when you're walking into a room, you feel what other people are feeling. And if they feel sick, you don't feel that great. If they feel angry, you feel it. And you might think that that is great, but there is another side to that that is not the greatest. But we're going to show you how to mitigate that and how to be able to manage that in that way, because empaths are usually pretty quiet people. They're very silent because they know other people and what they're thinking. But there are some pros and cons to it. So we will be talking about that. Now we're talking about empaths, our crystals. Our crystal bracelets, this one that we're featuring is called Black Tourmaline and Onyx. For empaths, they're amazing. If you're in a group of people and a lot of them are negative, or they're talking about drive-by shootings and all the worldly things that are going on, sometimes when we leave, we don't feel that great ourselves. What this crystal does is it repels a lot of about 95% of the negative energy that's coming to you. So you're not an open sponge. It creates a sort of an aura around you that's more protective, and it's you don't feel the negative people. You can actually walk into hospitals with it, and you're less likely to get sick. So there's many great things about this particular crystal. So if you are doing a networking somewhere or a family reunion, just heard recently where there's some strife between the family, good idea to get that bracelet on you so that you don't feel that negative hit sort of thing. So that's a great thing. And yeah, you can come in for a tuning session, a reading. If there's something going on in your business, you want to get a read for spring, a new business, a new partner you want to bring in. Find out how Spirit thinks of what you're about to do, because it could save you a ton of money. All right. So Tony Jennis from Higher Self, we are here to raise your spirits. Over to you, Bernie.
Tony, thank you so much. Carl Richards has an event coming up, a Podcast Alliance quarterly meetup. Details are in the link. It's fee-based, but reasonable. And 3 speakers, so you get to understand more about that particular space. As for myself, what's been going on? Well, too much. Just lots of fun, and all good fun. So now for business podcasting, we just changed our platforms from Buzzsprout to Simplecast. Doing fantastic, and we have some fantastic guests. That's a really good place to have listen to different journeys. Even Eric's been on the podcast, and we've had some good conversations. What else to tell you? East Trade Winds. There's the YouTube videos. So people have also shared their wisdom over the time. And the Property Wizard podcast. Interesting enough, Wendy brought up, hey, listen, a good realtor. Well, it's a good realtor. Apparently, one of the other key things that we just did a podcast on Saturday with the Property Wizard, and having the lawyer as your last line of defense here in the province of Ontario. They're making sure that the person that's buying the place or selling the place is a real person. So they match up. Or title insurance. Apparently, that's really important. That way, if something doesn't match up, you're covered. Anyhow, that's kind of the nature of the beast of what I end up doing. I find out interesting tidbits of information and share it. Now, speaking of sharing information, let's go to our next burning topic, or heating our topic up, or chilling it down. Mr. Matthew Ledard, over to you, sir.
Thanks. Appreciate that. So Matthew Ledard here from Arizona HVAC Services. I am your presenter today. So I'm going to go back on a slideshow here that I have, and some of the information is a little bit outdated, but some of the programs that I'm working with have not come out with an updated video or spreadsheet here for me to share with you, but I can definitely fill in and explain some of the differences from what you're going to about to see to what is currently out there right now. So without further ado, am I sharing you're seeing my screen right now, I'm assuming?
Nope.
No? Oh,
we see you though.
Oh, hold on.
You're looking sharp, man.
Thank you. Where's the share screen button here? I don't see in the bottom.
Green center bottom.
Oh, right in the very bottom, right there. Okay.
Are you sharing sound?
I think so. Should be.
No.
The video?
No.
Yeah, there's a video.
Okay, so make sure to click the share sound button too when you go just prior to launching.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. And Why can't I get into? I apologize. This is I don't know where I'm going here. Documents advanced.
So is the
Never had
program
issues with this
launched?
before.
Is the program launched already?
Yeah, in the background here, I have it up on.
Okay. So using the share, you'll be given all kinds of options. You can look at whatever, you'll see a tile squares. One of them is the thing you want to share, and make sure it shares sound also. Do you see it?
No, it's not in here for some reason. I see all these other little things that I have, but I don't see what I'm trying to share to you guys, which is weird. I've never had this issue before. Bear with me. I apologize, people.
It's okay. It's called those tech panic moments, and don't panic. Breathe, calm, deep breaths. As Jacqueline would say, shoulders back, relax.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. You know, you're starting to share.
Hey.
Thanks for
Stand
your
by.
patience.
It hasn't launched yet.
All right.
There you go. You're up and running. Go for it, sir.
Awesome. Everybody hear this?
Yep, you're good.
All right.
You've decided you'd like to make retrofits to your home to make it more comfortable, resilient, and energy efficient. There are a number of eligible retrofits through the Canada Greener Homes Grant you might like to consider. Energy advisors play an important role in the grant process. They conduct an EnerGuide home evaluation before your retrofits and assess your home from attic to foundation. Their report will help you understand how your home energy is used and prioritize retrofits with the most benefit for your home. After you've completed your retrofits, they'll return to measure the difference in energy efficiency you've achieved. Your house is a system. All the parts work together. The building envelope is an important part of that system. It keeps out extreme temperatures, moisture, dust, and wind. It includes all building components that separate the indoors from the outdoors: exterior walls, foundation, roof, windows, and doors. First, improving the building envelope is your most important task. It will last a long time and make your house much more energy efficient, not to mention more comfortable. Next, you can turn your attention to mechanical systems, like those for heating, cooling, ventilation, and water heating. You might want to consider installing solar panels, and consider resiliency measures. Heat is easily lost in empty spaces in exterior walls. Insulation's job is to divide that space into many small pockets of still air, which reduces heat transfer between the inside and the outside. Insulation is rated by how well it resists the heat flow and is given an R value. The higher the number, the better it insulates. To increase your home's efficiency, you can add insulation to the roof, exterior wall, exposed floor, basement, and crawl space. You can also ensure that the entire building envelope is insulated, without any rooms or areas left without insulation. You can also replace your windows and doors with ENERGY STAR certified models and make sure they are eligible for the grant. Professional window and door installers will apply insulating foam and caulking, which will also reduce drafts and noise. These measures can lead to a reduction in drafts, as well as increasing heat retention and comfort. Driven by electricity, a heat pump extracts heat from outside and delivers it inside the home. The technology has similarities to how a fridge or air conditioner works. In summer, it's reversed, so your home is cooled instead. Heat pumps have lower carbon emissions and can have lower running costs than other heating systems like fuel-fired furnaces. A number of heat pumps that extract heat from the air or ground, as well as heat pump water heaters, are eligible for the grant. Speak to your energy advisor to determine if a heat pump is a good option for your home. Solar panels collect sunlight and convert it into electric current. Installing solar panels can save money and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Homeowners have always had to take steps to weather any natural disasters that may come. These are different depending on where you live. Your risks could include flooding, hurricanes, ice storms, wildfires, and power outages. Climate change has now made these even more common. As you plan your retrofits, consider these possibilities and how you might mitigate them. For example, batteries connected to a solar system can be helpful during extended power outages. Or basement wall waterproofing can help keep your home impervious to water in storms. Since your house functions as a system and all the parts work together, doing multiple retrofits enhances the effects of each one. This is the best way to maximize energy savings and increase the comfort of your home. The Canada Greener Homes Loan offers interest-free financing in addition to the grant to help you complete some of the more major retrofits recommended by your energy advisor. Once you've completed your retrofits, it's time to enjoy the comfort of your greener home and the peace of mind in knowing that you're saving money and energy while reducing your impact on climate change. To get helpful, in-depth information on all the eligible retrofits, or to learn more about the Canada Greener Homes Initiative, visit canada.ca/greener-homes-initiative.
Awesome. So that part of the programs have changed now. They used to make you get an energy audit to get a rebate for a heat pump. And that is what I do. I am the heat pump specialist here in the city. So if it is something you're looking to replace an air conditioner or reduce your carbon footprint, this is something that I can help you with, where we come in, do an assessment on your home, give you some guidance on it, make sure we're setting you up properly for it, and then give you some recommendations on what we would install into the home for you. Right now, they were saying there was grants of up to $5,000. That has changed. Right now, if you're on a gas furnace and staying as a hybrid system, you're eligible for $500 per ton of heating that is added into the home through a heat pump. So most 2,000 square foot homes are getting like a 2-ton system installed, so they're getting about $1,000 rebate. The biggest benefit of this whole program right now is the loan program that does require you to get an energy audit done on your home. But you can get a $40,000 interest-free loan for up to 10 years in order to get some retrofits done in your home, like insulation, adding a heat pump, water heaters, and fixing some windows. So, Norm, I'm not sure if you help anybody out with this here too, but this is something you might be able to take advantage of and get some money back for some clients. So next step here, this is an older brochure. As you see, it's from July 2024. They recently just changed some things here in January. So yeah, so for now, for the heat pump, you do not need to do 2 provisions, and you don't need to get an energy assessment. They put that on us to come in to make sure we're doing everything right. And we fill out the paperwork in the background now instead of getting an energy audit that you have to pay for to come in to do this. And so, yeah, once you select us, we take care of all the paperwork. A little bit about Airzone itself. We are a true local family-run business. I've been in operation here in the city of Ottawa for 20 years now. And, you know, both the owners of our company live in the city, and everybody coming into your home to do all this work are our own employees. As you can see in the picture here in the background, there's about 19, I think, in that picture. I think we're up to about 22 or 23 at this point now. Been with them myself for about 3.5 years. And most of the people, I think everybody in that picture that you see in there, except for one, is still with our company. Only had about 3 or 4 people change over, which is amazing in our industry. It just says a lot about our company and how we take care of our people and how we take care of our customers. So what we can help you out with, not just the rebates program for heat pumps, but we can also take care of indoor air quality. We do traditional gas-fired furnaces, fireplaces, air conditioners, ductless heat pumps, boilers, and radiant flooring, and much more too. What we do is we can coordinate all these audits for you, process the rebates, provide alternative payments. We offer financing as well as cash discounts as well. If you need a gas meter, changing things out, if you're on oil or anything and need a gas meter installed, we can arrange for that kind of stuff to be done for you too. We're TSSA certified, and all of our technicians are factory trained. So all the equipment that we install into our clients' homes, our guys have been trained on them and are certified to do this work. We are part of the Better Business Bureau with a A+ rating, Ottawa Chamber of Commerce, AHRI, and OCA, Ottawa Construction Association. Some of the products we deal with, but we're not married to these ones, but these are some of the preferred products that we like to work with and recommend to our clients. Lennox, Rheem, Mitsubishi, Amana, and Bosch are some of the main products that we like to work with. We also like smart technology. So, you know, a lot of these new systems you can control from anywhere in the world by putting an app on your phone and installing the right thermostat in your home. So, you know, if you're looking to improve your comfort and control it from wherever you are, these are some options that we can help you out with as well. Indoor air quality. We do have some really nice air quality testing equipment. So if you are concerned about the air that you're breathing in your home, which can be, you know, a lot worse than what the outdoor air quality is, we can come by and set up this system in your home to do some readings. Either we can do a quick reading while I'm there, excuse me, for a visit over about a half-hour period, and it gets a snapshot of what's going on in that area of the home. If you would like to keep it for a longer period, we can rent them out to you. It's $300 for a weekly period, and it gives you a full written report and some details of what's going on and some solutions on how to improve the air quality in your home for you. A little bit of some of the quality of work and pictures, you know, to show you, to give you an idea of what we do. So the picture on the left is your standard furnace. We always typically like to upgrade your air filtration system. A lot of people use these 1-inch filters. So that big white box that's beside the furnace is an air filter. It's a 5-inch filter. It helps promote better airflow in your home. So if there's any rooms that, you know, are struggling to get airflow to, that type of filter system can help improve the air quality and the airflow into those rooms. On the right-hand side is quite a beast of a system that you see there. That is a Mitsubishi heat pump system that we installed. It actually is 2 of them. This gentleman had quite a large home and multiple furnaces in the home. So we actually installed 2 heat pumps in this home to accommodate for the size of the home. We offer family plans. So a lot of people are on with our competitors for these family plans, overpaying and not getting, you know, exactly what they're supposed to be getting with them. We offer a nice family plan here as well with AirZone. You can do it either monthly payments, or you can do a one-time payment for the program. Gets you discounts off of diagnostics fees, repairs during regular business hours, discounts off of filters and other major equipment as well. You do get an annual maintenance on both the furnace and air conditioning system at the end when a 1-year time period. So you give us a call, we'll send an email to you, you give us a call and book yourself in. And then we send a tech out. They give you a 32-point inspection with a full written report and offer to, you know, renew your program with us moving forward again for the next year. Helps protect your system too from major breakdowns. So these are things that we can catch so that you don't have your furnace fail on the coldest day of the year, or your AC fail on the hottest day of the year, which is typically when it happens. And then you're freaking out and calling a bunch of people that can do it that day and going with a company that you don't want to go with and paying more than what you want to pay. So it's best to be proactive, have us come in and take care of it all for you. Referral program. So as some of you know who have passed on client referrals to me, we reward you for doing such things, and we give $50 Visa gift cards to people that help us out. So going forward, anybody in the group here that does have a referral for me and I end up getting some business from them, they buy a piece of equipment, then we can get you a gift card. I know AirZone usually has a little stipulation that you need to be an AirZone HVAC Services client in order for us to issue that $50 Visa gift card. For myself here, I'm working with you guys in this group. I would really like to get some referrals. And so I'm still going to honor that, even if you are not. Again, though, I would love for you guys to be a client of mine as well. So some of the things that we do in our community, we're part of ICSS, low income housing here in the city. So we try to give back to our community. We do Make a Wish Foundation, Stittsville Santa Claus Parade. We sponsor hockey teams. You know, we're trying to give back to the people that give to us. And that's pretty much it for me. Thank you so much. Any questions from anybody?
Stop the share, Eric or Matt.
Nope. All right. There we go.
So Matt, when you do are the programs in play now for the rebates, or has that been updated yet?
Sorry, for the oil?
Yeah.
Nah, nothing yet, unfortunately.
Oh, Matt, wrong answer. Wrong answer.
It's
not your answer to give, though, but wrong answer. Wrong answer.
It's not the one that you want to hear, but it's the one I have to give. So
yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
One question.
Go for it, Wendy.
Okay. Matt, thank you for the presentation. I wanted to ask you, do your gas fitters also schedule to put in a gas line if people want to switch from an electric oven to a gas?
Yep, we can do anything to do with gas, barbecue lines, gas lines for stoves and ovens and stuff like that. We can definitely help you out with.
Perfect.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for your presentation as well. I was just curious about kind of how much, like a percentage or proportion of your work is smart technology installation.
So I mean, almost every piece of heat pump that we install has a smart thermostat with it. Some people opt out of doing that, and then we just put in a basic thermostat with an outdoor temperature sensor that's outside right at the heat pump or air conditioner. But for the most part, almost every one of my jobs that I'm installing has a smart thermostat with it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
And Norm, your finger. I see your finger.
Do you
one of 10.
cleaning? Do you do duct cleaning?
No, unfortunately not, Norm. So I recommend two different companies here in the city. Depends on what side of the city they're on. In the West End, Advanced Air Quality Cleaning is the company that we recommend out there. We know we've used them personally in our own houses in the past. You know, our team here, and what they do, what you pay them to do, and they say they're going to do is what they actually do. They're not scammers or anything like that. In the East End, if you're looking for a company in the East End, Dr. Duct is the company that we recommend.
Dr. Duck.
Yeah.
For this program for the Windows,
Yep.
we hope it doesn't come because they're recommending obsolete technology. They're really behind of what's happening because as you probably know, they spend as much money cooling as heating now. So the glass that the government recommends doesn't help with solar gain. But so the technology is obsolete because of the change in weather.
Thanks, Norm. Susan, you had a question.
Oh, it's all good. I was just going to say how often I have your duct cleaning, and I love it. Not your duct cleaning. Good Lord.
my ducks are the cleanest ducks in the town.
Oh my
You
God,
see
they're
them
so
waddle.
you should
It's
see
ducks
the
in Ottawa.
swans too. The swans are just looking beautiful. No, I have your beautiful system here in my home. How often do you recommend getting it serviced?
On an annual basis, typically.
Okay.
TSSA makes me recommend an annual basis. I'm not sure. I know we didn't do the install for you there.
No, but that's
Sheaves did, and I don't know if he told you about cleaning your filters on a regular basis.
I
in
do
there.
that, yes.
You do that? Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. That's, you know, the easiest thing to keep up with is just clean those filters on a regular basis. And you know, it's always good to have, you know, somebody come in to do an inspection and just to put some testers on there, make sure all the electrical components are working as it should. You know, you can get away with probably every couple of years to do it out there. Since you're not doing it with me, every couple of years is fine with those guys out there. But we like to get people on family plans just to go out on an annual basis, and it helps people catch things and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Quick last question. The annual payment plan, that includes the service inspection too?
So your in maintenance is a 32-point inspection. So if you have like something goes wrong with it, it's not giving you coverage to call us on an emergency basis. That's going to be free. You do get 15% off diagnostics fees. So somebody will come out, diagnose the problem, and give you a quote on what the actual cost to do the repair would be. So it is not a parts and labor plan that is offered. It's a maintenance plan for the.
Okay. But you do the inspection annually as part of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Try
Perfect.
to avoid having to come out to do those emergency calls for you, right?
2 a.m. No one ever likes that.
Yeah.
Quote for the day: the man who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. William Faulkner. Folks, we're at a wrap at 9 a.m. And if you have more questions about, hey, going to be heated up or cooled